Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Watch 19, watch 19.
On play action, now Carr. Oh, he's going to air it out. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the foot.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Two yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Flex round, 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 flex round. Here we go.
And some room to roam now. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 57 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Flex round, flex round. Here we go. Grand 38, grand 38. Hot, 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 hot. Flex round, flex round.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays Went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Schaefer. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Now let's go. Watch you now, Barney.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because thinking ahead is all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Raiders, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Taken from just outside the 30. Wow, evasive.
Make him miss.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Off the play fake. Schaefer Throwing the out route and complete. That's Gregory. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. Running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Back out of Philly. Here we go. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Green 39.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Come on. Here we go. Leffert.
To throw on 3rd down, Schaefer. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
What's left? Watch the out. Raider 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it. They are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Fighting him off. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Get set. You wide, 8-8.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here now, a look at Melvin Gordon. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice session.
And that's caught inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Play action. Schaefer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Get down.
Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run. And while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
6 now, get down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On second down, here's Carr. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Undercrunch.
Throwing on first down is Carr. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Hey, Raider 2.
Check 13.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ohio. Here we go. Flex round.
Now a handoff looking right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ohio.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports halftime report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
All right, man, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Lucky 56.
On 4th down, Schaefer forced out to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And now Derek Carr, he is the focus of our players' spotlight. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry, or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up, and it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Carr now to throw. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Let's get it.
Fresh set of downs here. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 3 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burgess. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. LaShawn Sims with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard. Line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Watch right.
Down.
Watch the curl.
Shotgun now for Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throw right side complete to Williams. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Strong left.
Now let's go.
Throwing on first down. Schaefer. Throw left side complete. That's Gregory. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. There's more where it
Now let's go. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10. Schaefer. Open space inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him. Let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Carr. He gets it to Humphreys. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, here we go.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he's got his man on the out route. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Carr now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, Schaefer flush to his right. And the Raiders have got him. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I got 86. Gun! Over there. You're on an island. Set! Blue 90! Blue Leopard! Leopard! No. Here we go now. 56. Leopard! Hey, check 24. Check 24. Gun! Switch. Check. Blue 90! Show it.
To throw on second down. Schaefer, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Spins by. And now running right through him. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Now let's go.
Throwing on first down. Schaefer firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schaefer, man open left side. It's Williams. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 1st and 10, Schaefer. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, Schaefer. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Tight end right. Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st down, Schaefer.
Check. 3 down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Set. Detroit.
To throw on 2nd down, Schaefer. Holmes has got it complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Tight right.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90.
3 down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Now, Barney. 39.
Looking to throw. Schaefer. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, Manny, I see you.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And his kick is good. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, you know? And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now Carr on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On play action, it's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20.
Oh,
he will not go down.
You have to retape those ankles.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 6 there on first.
No. Check. Patriot. Set.
Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Red zone opportunity.
Three buzz.
Here we go. Watch you now, Barney.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb. The contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
All right, here we go. Over.
To throw again. Schaefer. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing his Carr on third down. And able to find Green. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Carr going to throw, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's third down now. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to air it out deep, and that's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Raiders. 35 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Carr. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still second down.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Tight end right, tight end right. Everyone's got 4.
Now, lady, 694.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. Taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Carr. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. That underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Carr. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's go right here now.
Get down, get down.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A big gain of 39 on third. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's our time.
False start. Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here we go on 1st and 15.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 96 is coming. We go Mike 96.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offense probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Back to the air on 2nd down. Schaefer. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now it's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's still barreling through.
Holding. Offense.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
To throw on 2nd down, Schaefer. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Throw left side complete. That's Williams. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Strong right. Strong right.
All right, here we go. Over.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal.
Hey, we got tight right.
All right, here we go. Leopard.
Alert. Three down.
Detroit.
Whip. Watch the
Set.
whip.
Green, 39. Detroit.
Check four.
Now let's go. Blue, 90.
Fresno.
Blue, 90.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. And this offense on third down today, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. They're looking at a third and goal here.
Over. No. Watch it now, Barney.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing.